right, man. Fuck it. Let's just get it out the way. What, Bronny? What's up? What's your opinion with this? And
Bronny,
JJ Redick, like let's get up on this news real quick.
Bronny James, I think is dope.
You think he deserves it?
Do I think he deserves it? I mean, based off of this,
Because we talked about this before, obviously.
right.
I want to see where you're at now with it.
Like I said before, I never thought he didn't deserve it. And based off of his draft, I think he was picked at the right spot. It was like I saw somebody say, "Who else did y'all want the Lakers to get with the 55th pick in the second round?" You know, so I think it's fine.
I mean, they've been showing a few players that didn't get drafted.
I've been looking like who though.
I mean,
but there's people every year.
Even that kid from Duke you're talking about, he didn't get drafted.
He ended up getting drafted.
Oh, he did?
Filipowski, I think he went to the Jazz.
Oh, it wasn't just a 10-day?
No, I think he got drafted. I think he got drafted the first pick, second round.
Yeah, I didn't watch the second.
Yeah, I just saw it going through the ticker. But
on
Filipowski's mom and brother been coming out. This is just random sports news, but they were like, now the world finally gets to see his girlfriend has been bringing him into this Mormon life and just took him away from his family and all kind of crazy stuff. Took him away from basketball. That's why he got drafted so late. Like, it was crazy. So I think that's going to be it.
And he went to the Jazz?
And he went to the Jazz. Oh, yeah. And she brought that up. She brought that up. So she's happy he went to the Jazz. It's all has something to do with it. I don't know about that. But yeah, it was crazy to see that.
Sheesh. Yeah, I didn't know. I got to check out that backstory. I definitely saw some cult shit going on here in LA.
Yeah, it was.
You saw
really
that Netflix?
Yeah. That's dance, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, that's kind of scary.
No,
but dude, we know the bro, so he's cool. I mean, you never know. There's two sides to the story.
Yeah, I don't even know with that.
But as far as Bronny goes, yeah, I think we'll just see. I think, like I said before, everyone's gonna tune in, and it's LA, so we'll see.
Let's say you're gonna throw LeBron live.
Yeah, and then to be able to be with your dad, who's one of the greatest of all time, and get that tutelage, I just think we'll see. We will see. But yeah, good for him. I ain't hating on it.
What about JJ Redick?
JJ Redick, I think it's another good one. And it seemed like they gave him a 4-year contract, so they're giving him time to, mess up and figure it out. But he's always seemed like somebody that had a good IQ of the game. So we'll see. We'll see with that too. We'll see with the Lakers.
Remember, Bronny still has to make the team.
Bronny still has to make the team
through summer
league. So
he still got to make the team and earn time.
Sure.
They're not gonna just give it to him
for sure.
And I feel like LeBron wouldn't even want that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's not ready, then keep him in the G League.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page with that. I definitely called it. I think it's pretty dope all together. But yeah, I'm just excited to see.
No, it'll be dope to watch.
Definitely going to tune in.
It'll be dope.
Think about going to Vegas for Summer League. Going to catch a game.
I heard those tickets are cheap.
Yeah, no, they're all day.
I knew somebody used to go every year.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I might have to pull up on that.
Yeah, I heard they're cheap.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
But he'll be good. He'll be all right. We'll see. We'll be tuned in. The world will be tuning in.
Speaking of fathers, you're a father. So let me get your opinion or your take on this. Do you believe in like spanking your children?
Spanking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Whooping.
Yeah, whooping.
Beating the ass.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, it's going to be at a certain age. Like, I probably would never whoop my kid until they become a teenager. And then it's going to be past whooping. At that point, I'm grabbing you up and,
yeah, I feel you.
Punching you, chastising you is different.
Damn, there you go straight.
Yeah, because I got boys. A girl, if it was a daughter, I may never put my hands on or even whoop. I just would scare her voice. Yeah, my sons, when they get to a certain age, it's gonna be boom. I think that's what's missing. I think
you think it's missing?
Yeah, for sure, especially in black men, black kids, and.
Yeah, I was whooped.
In the new generation. I'm about to say we had that.
We had that.
Yeah. At some point, that got cut off. I think our generation as parents cut that off. Aren't really doing the discipline.
You know what? This is the last spanking I ever get. We're gonna cut this shit. We all got together. Sent out a mass email.
So I'm gonna try to stay true to it. Hopefully, I never really have to. My dad never really whooped me either. But yeah, I'm gonna have to.
No, we can tell. Discipline that off.
Have to rough him up.
I got whooped when my dad was in my life. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
So my mom hit me with a right cross.
With a right cross.
Yeah, I was like 17. She did the Prince. You know what I'm saying? She hit me with the Prince.
No, for sure.
She didn't know what else to do.
For sure. For sure.
But, you know, knowing me, I probably deserved that. Saying something smart.
Same.
Mouth always got me in trouble. But yeah, no, I think spanking, like a little, you know what I'm saying, a little blow. I don't know, like a belt and all that stuff. That gets kind of like I don't believe in that, but a little hand on the back.
Did you see something that made you think?
I think I was just thinking about like this new generation. Oh yeah, like that, like
bad, bro.
These motherfuckers can get no kind of discipline. No respect for people.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, no, I believe in spankings. What I don't even know the saying, but what did it say? Spare the rod, spoil the child, or something like that.
Spare the child.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. So pretty much, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I never heard. I'm trying to think if I heard that.
Yeah, spare the rod, spoil the child. So if you don't use the rod to whoop his ass, your child is going to be spoiled and not be ready for life. Yeah. I think that's in the Bible. So yeah, spare the rod, spoil the child. But yeah, no, I get it though. I get it. I was one of those people like, man, I'm never gonna whoop my kids and all that. Like when I was getting whoopings. So I get some people thinking like I never want to put my hands on my kids, but some kids actually need it. You know, yeah, some kids are just tougher and rougher than others that need that ass whooping. You know,
yeah, that they don't get it from their parents, they don't get in real life. Right, you know, like for real,
for sure.
That's just how that happens.
For sure.
But yeah, I think we're on the same page with that. I was talking the other day, and we were talking about strip clubs. And I was like, bro, I've never been a fan of strip clubs.
A strip club? Me either, really.
You never see like shit. We've been together.
Yeah, but we've been to strip club.
yeah. This I went with Josh. We went over in Atlanta. And we hit all the strip clubs. Like I can say I went. You know what I'm saying? Magic City, and
I went to Magic City.
Yeah,
how was that?
It was crazy. And it was during COVID, so it was. You know, Atlanta wide open. It was wild, bro. Like it was crazy. I think it was All-Star Weekend when we went.
Okay.
But it was
cool. It was open as a restaurant.
Yeah. No, that was a dope time because obviously I'm stuck in the house here.
Right.
What's up?
Right.
But yeah, no, I just never been a fan of strip clubs. Like, you know, obviously there's very attractive women that go in there. I think it's the whole throwing money on them. Like, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, I understand it might be helping them pay their bills or college tuition or whatever. Right. But something about it just never felt like I'd rather just hand you the money. Like, look, you did it. I've done it before. I know when I was in Tampa, there was a girl. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, the question is, it's a flex, right?
Is the issue of throwing the money? Is it really about the girl, or is it really that it puts the spotlight on you? Because I'm the same way.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the spotlight. I feel like I'm disrespecting the shit out of you by throwing this money at your forehead. You feel me? Or at your ass.
But them girls like that. Like
I feel you. Right. Like, and that's why I said, like, I'm not, you never hear me like, yo, you want to go to strip club this weekend? Right. Like, I never ever said shit like
that. That's like,
it's cool.
That's like having sex with a girl and she's saying, spank me. Like, nope. I don't want to degrade you. Oh. No. But
no. We ain't even talking about that. But
I'm just saying, like, I feel like in this day and age, there's other ways to make money sexually than besides being a stripper. You know what I mean? So
we're talking about going to the strip club. Like, do you like throwing money on women? Does that make you feel?
The question. No, yeah. I don't.
Okay, that's the question. Like, obviously, I'm throwing money because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Honestly, I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know if it's like, I don't like going to the strip club because I don't like throwing money on women. I don't know if that's really like my real reason of not liking the strip club.
I feel that.
I mean, like I said, I think for me, I don't enjoy throwing the money because he puts the spotlight on me. Like even at the strip club, I don't even like being that close. You know what I mean? Like,
this nigga ducked off in the corners.
That's what it is.
The little lamp, like
that's what it is. To me, I feel like a creep.
You look like a creep in the corner.
At that point, no, I don't, because I'm not in the corner like trying
ducked off in the
corner to look at the stripper. I'm like enjoying, like, oh yeah, we chilling, we having a good time. Oh, look at
paint the picture like that.
You know what I mean? Like,
you ain't paid
but
that.
Being in that stage, like doing all that, like that makes me feel like a creep. Yeah. Or even just being at the stage, like drinking and just like no.
Yeah.
Even like every time I've been in the strip club solo, like I just go to the bar. You know what I mean?
I've never been to a strip club solo.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't never been to a strip club, so that's all right, bro.
I think there's a lot of people who are in Tampa, who said, "Yeah, bro, I've known people like, yeah, I went and got lunch. Like, I knew people. I knew people that used to work at Mercedes in Tampa who would go over to Penthouse and get lunch. And like, there's been many times where
I know it's a thing.
There's been many times where I went in and got a drink and at the strip club, like for real, like
they got chicken Caesar salad.
I never ate there, but sometimes like if I'm waiting on my hotel, or back in the day, if I was like waiting on a hotel to like, you can't check into a hotel till like 3. So my flight gets in at like 11, like 12.
So you got the hotel next to the strip club?
No, I always stay at the Godfrey most of the time. But while I'm in Pinellas, like I'm just being real. Like,
no, I feel
I'll go grab a drink. I'll go grab a drink, see if anybody I can get out some weed samples. Like that's the main. Honestly, like we'll just be real. Like when I was trapping, I always figured like maybe I can meet a stripper who got some boyfriend that's a trapper, and make the connection. So there's been many times where I've flown into Tampa for that reason. Like I can't check into 3. I'm gonna go to this bar, see if I can make some connections, give out some free samples.
Watch too many movies, bro. I feel you.
It's networking.
It's all right. I've been to a bar
when I was nickel and diamond. I'm just gonna call it nickel and diamond trapping. Like I always preferred to deal with women. Like I would get on dating websites to find out who was smoking, and then I would sell weed to those girls. Like that's just always been my hustle. So I think that's the strip club.
Go back to going to the strip club by yourself and eating lunch. But
by the way, we're fully legal now. That was just the struggle. We did what we had to do in the struggle.
We mean weak. What we talking about? But yeah, no, that's real. I think the biggest issue is like I'm not into fake love. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a strip club is full of fake love. Like
it ain't love though. It's
but it's like
it's no different than Instagram. You post a picture, you want people to like it.
We're not gonna get into that, either.
But you do it.
What do you mean?
You do it. You will post on Instagram so people like it. It's the same thing. I'm gonna go up here and shake my ass so I can get some likes, $1.
I'm not talking about the throwing the money on the dancers. I'm talking about the ones coming up and be, ooh, hey, how you doing? Like, you don't love me. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah. I'm
talking about that one. I was like, wait till you go on stage. I'll go work for it.
I feel that.
But yeah, nah. Strip clubs, like I said, I'm down to go. But
I don't know. Man, we can go. This could be a whole different segment, but I feel like the girls strippers in Tampa, like
Tampa getting some love.
You knew, there were some girls that you actually knew outside of that. So if a girl was approaching you, I don't know.
I think I was low key scarred, bro.
From what?
Strip clubs. My first experience. I went with my roommates, my neighbors, and they took me to a strip club in Peoria, Illinois. What's good?
It sounds traumatizing. No, man. And Peoria, Illinois strip club. All right.
This girl who went to my high school comes out on stage, and it just was never it. It's Peoria, so we're talking again what you just said. Like, it sounds like I probably shouldn't go, and I was just like, oh man. And she wasn't my type. I don't want to say she wasn't attractive or anything, but yeah. So I think I was probably like a little traumatized.
But why is that traumatizing you?
I was 18. I was like, this is the first stripper I'm seeing at a strip club, and it's not what I wanted to see. And I was just like, I thought it was gonna be like.
I think he had a Varsity Blues moment.
Yeah, bro. No, I wish it was something like that, bro. Damn, man. No, it's like when you watch these Hollywood movies and you see all these, like, they're talking about strippers and shit like that. You see nothing but bad women and shit like that. And I go and have to see. That's what I'm talking about. I was just like, oh man.
But
it's like LA.
But you was in Peoria.
I mean, still, it was my first experience. I was like, all right, cool.
That was real. But was it the girl you went to school with that traumatized you?
Yeah, it was the girl I went to school. I was like, is this what they all look like? Like my first Hooters experience. And it's like, I understand you gotta get your money, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it was like this pregnant lady, and she was about to pop, and I was just like, I'm not making fun of her. I was just like, this is my first waitress. I was like, oh, Hooters is overrated. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna get this.
So you were the cream. I turned 18. I'm going to Hooters.
Yeah. No, I was like, my mom took me.
What you want to do, Tommy?
Yeah,
Go to Hooters.
Yeah. It was the one in St. Louis at the Union Station.
Oh, Union Station. Yeah. See, I've been there, but I'm simply going for the wings. I'm simply going because they got half off wings.
But I used to go when I lived next to the one on Bruce B.
Oh yeah,
I will go get to go orders.
Hooters or Wing House?
No, it's Hooters.
Hooters, okay.
Like, I'd always get to go order. I'm like, why don't you stay? And I was just like, your service sucks.
Where was Hooters on Frisbee Downs? Huh? Where was Hooters on Frisbee Downs?
Right there by my remember that Wendy's was right there?
Yeah.
In that plaza.
Okay, isn't that plaza? Oh yeah. You were super close.
Right there, bro.
You were super close. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was a spot.
Is that still open, I wonder?
I just saw something that said they closed.
Yeah, I would have figured.
Yeah, nah, strip clubs, man. Well, with that, this brings up something else. I was talking to Josh about the other day. Like a body count.
Mm-hmm.
Does that take away the value of like your partner, man or woman? Because I think, in my mind, if a woman has more bodies, it's less attractive to a man. But if a man has more bodies, I feel like girls kind of want that because it means you're experienced. They don't want a man that isn't getting any, you know what I'm saying, that has no experience. So is there like does that make sense to you? Like,
well, I'm trying to understand the question.
The question is like, say your partner has a high, like, would you date somebody with a high body count? Basically, like, would that make you interested or less interested in them if they had like a high body count? Like, if they're like, oh yeah,
what's high? I don't know. It depends. I've dated girls with
like like a girl that's gonna sleep with you the first or second night. You know, they probably have a high body count. And if it's too easy easily accessed, does that make it like less of a chase and you don't want it anymore? Does that like a turn off? Like she's done this before.
If it's too easy of access, then yes, it's a turn off. But at the same time, because I hit it on the first night, that don't mean necessarily it was too easy of access.
Oh, you just got G?
Huh?
You got game? Or
yeah, it could be game. It could really be like, it could be like, damn, you know how much time we finally hanging out with you on the first night. We had sex on the first night, but you know how much time I put into this, or not to make it monetary, but you know, like how much money, like what all we had to do before we even got to your house. You know, we went to Top Golf, we went to dinner, we went to saw a movie. You know what I mean? Like I heard Shannon Sharp saying, like, if you ordering lobster and whatever, that better come with some ass. Yeah. I'm real. I mean, I never ordered a lobster. That better come with some ass.
No, I personally, like I said, I truly steer away from, you know, if I go on a date and I can sleep with the girl the first or second night. Like, I'm like, all right, you've done this before. Like, there's no.
But I mean, I just feel like at 35 plus, this is a whole different game.
Maybe so, but at the same time, I feel like I'm just I feel like girls want to go on a test drive or something like that, which is cool. But how many test drives you been on? You know what I'm saying? How many dealerships you done been on or been to? And
so body count for me, like I said, body count is different.
Body count's like a lot of partners.
A lot of partners, yeah, I care about that. But
that's a high body count.
But having sex on the first night, I'm saying, don't necessarily constitute as a high body count.
Oh yeah,
especially when you got women that's working full time like that. Like I'm seeing you, like I might not see you after tonight for another 2 more weeks. So yeah, let's get it in right now. You know, so I just feel like it's a different thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just different. I think I'm old school with it. Like I want, like, I mean, yeah, I guess the age. I don't want to play games and stuff like that. I usually know like first, second date.
I'm not saying you know yourself. You know what you had to do. Like you know, like damn, I ain't have to do nothing for this ass. Or like I'm getting on the first night, but like I said, you still know you had to put had to put game down. Yeah. You had to be quick with it. You know what I mean? Now we in the bedroom. You know, so it's just it's different. You know, it's different.
Okay, it makes sense.
That's my opinion. That's what I think. But yeah, I don't think because she put it out, probably more than likely, depending on age group. It depends on the age group. But more than likely, if she did put it on the first night, she probably has a high body count. But I think there's situations where not necessarily that means that.
So like maybe 20% of their body count was those situations?
Say it again?
Maybe like 20%?
20% of the time.
Situation, yeah.
20% of the time they have a lower body count, or 20% of the time they have a high body count. What do you asking?
I'm talking about that someone has enough game to pull on the first night. of their body count total. You said sometimes it's like that, so I'm saying is it like 20%, and the rest 80% is just like I'm just
80% of the time these girls are just going.
Yeah,
probably about right.
Okay,
that's probably about right. What do you think about? Let's just throw it out there. Female rappers. How do you feel about female rappers? And how do you feel about female rappers?
I mean, what do you mean?
How do you feel about it? Like, are you jamming them, or who do you like?
Am I jamming female rappers?
You like? Yeah, that's the question.
I mean, I got like some Lauryn Hill. I like old school stuff. I like this new generation.
New generation of female rappers. I wouldn't call Lauryn Hill a rapper, a female rapper.
I like Coi Leray. I always thought she was talented. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm like jamming out her music. It's
Name a Coi Leray song.
No More Parties in LA, but
okay. I was wondering, like, if you liked her for her music, or you?
Nah, it's like I like her sound. Okay. I like her sound. Yeah, I don't have no issue with female rappers at all. Like, there's some dope artists. I'm not gonna say I'm putting it in the car and like jamming it out or something. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I'm not. What's that song that's singing right now? I don't even know about my windows down. Yeah, I feel you. Bodak Black or whatever that show's hard.
Cardi.
Yeah, that show's like you. I got a video of you jamming out to that.
No, yeah.
I'm about to say.
Well, I like female rappers. I just feel like there's only a couple. Like, you won't see me jamming out to too many.
Yeah.
Like, I like Nicki. I like Cardi. I like
Nicki's my favorite.
I like their sound. I like they're actually spitting. You know. Yeah. But the majority of it, I like Glorilla's sound too, but I haven't really listened to her yet. But the majority of them just like,
oh yeah. Why? It's not relatable. That's like my main goal. Like, not really.
It's the sound for me. It's really the sound. Like, people like, I hear a lot of people say, like, I just want rich people and you're selling your ass for rich niggas. But like, I get that point too. But for me, it's just like, it's just the sound, and not to like. I don't know what it just sounds like. Oh, it's like somebody here. Yeah, like it's almost like when a baby cries, you just like, you just have like, when a baby cries, it does something to you, and it's like that woman like nagging at you. That's kind of like, you don't got this, your broke ass, and blah blah blah. Like, get your broke ass. I'm gonna find me somebody. Like, that's what I hear when I hear a woman rap. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
What do you think they hear when we rap, or like when men rap?
They're influenced by it. First rappers were male, like, they're influenced by it, and like I said, there's some talented people out there, and I can't speak for I really can't say no. I don't like female rappers.
I like Young M.A.
I feel like the stuff on the radio. I'll say the stuff on the radio is just like too much. Yeah. Young M.A. is another one that I do like. But I'm liking them for their sound, like they're spitting bars, and like, you know what I mean, like they ain't just TikToking it. They ain't TikToking it and just looking for a chant.
Well, with that, actually, I did have this other question which relates to this. All time, like all genres. Who's on your Mount Rushmore? Like all genres combined, like just
for music.
For music, yeah.
Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Well, how many you get?
From Mount Rushmore, 4.
4? Oh, 4.
Yeah. How many you get?
That's why I put Mariah Carey up there. Mariah Carey's on my Mount Rushmore. Tupac's on my Mount.
It's like influence and everything.
Mariah Carey, Tupac is on there. Drake's probably on my Mount Rushmore, honestly. And then I'd probably go with. How many is 4 on Mount Rushmore?
You need one more.
My 4th to round it out, I probably would go with. So I got Mariah, I got Drake.
This is like, okay, yeah.
Mariah, Drake. What do you mean one more? It's only 3 on Mount Rushmore?
You got one. No, there's 4. You need one more. So Mariah, Drake, and Tupac.
Oh yeah, Tupac.
Dang.
Tupac's on there. So I probably would round it out with. Bob.
Bob Marley? Okay. That's real.
And Mariah, I wouldn't put Whitney up there because Whitney was a big part of my early music that I heard. That, like, man, that girl can sing. Yeah, I gotta do a half on. I got Mariah and Whitney.
Right down.
Yeah, that's a slash. Mariah and Whitney.
Okay, I feel that. I got Tupac up there for sure. And this is like influential shit to me. Like when I say my Mount Rushmore, it's like even like the presidents or whatever. It's like at that time or whatever the founding fathers. But these are the people that like I feel like always did have like an influence on me, and like regardless, and not like influence like how I just like their music. I could hear it. Tupac before I even understood music, obviously. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. And that's just literally, I feel like at the time when I really got into Nipsey Hussle, he changed my mindset and like what I saw, like what was important in life. I'm not saying obviously it wasn't gangbanging, but I'm talking about like business and like just trying to educate yourself and learn more and like know that everything that they teach in school, like he has such a huge influence on our whole culture. But uh, I gotta put Drake up there. Yeah. Just because, and this one I'm going with just because his music is, I feel like more pop, and I feel like you wouldn't like it. Like I don't think he's like somebody on your radar that you.
I feel like I already know what you're gonna say. But who? Who? No, go ahead and say it.
I'm gonna say. He's so underrated. I'm saying Ludacris.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
I swear,
bro. This nigga gonna say Ludacris.
Hey, look, bro.
This nigga gonna say Ludacris.
Bro, he literally started from radio to music to movies. Like he's.
I feel that. I feel that.
From selling CDs at the back of your car. Luda's from Champaign, Illinois. Come on, man.
He's from Atlanta.
But for real, like I don't know, I feel like he just no one like gives him credit.
Luda's dope. I wanna know. So if you, as a kid, this is a two-part question. As a kid, what age was it where you said in your mind, like, at this age, I'm going to be everything I wanted to be and the man I wanted to be? As a kid, what was that age? And now,
like when I started visualizing who I was gonna be, in a sense.
At this age, I'm gonna have everything I ever wanted.
At what age?
What was it as a kid, and then what is it now? Or do you have it now?
Do I have that? As a kid, I always saw more for myself, so it's hard to. I always saw more for myself. I never like.
You thought you would have more by now?
No. Yeah, no. I told myself by like when I have a lot, I feel like 40 is where I want to be, and that's like with a family and like in a smooth, like where I want to be. I don't want to say comfortable because I don't ever want to be comfortable, but I always saw myself like being ambitious and kind of chasing something. So I never saw myself settling at at an age where I'm like, all right, this is it. I got everything I want.
But you never had like milestones by this age. I want for myself. I told myself like when I finish school, whether I finish with a degree or not, when I leave Kentucky and go wherever else I'm going after college, like I'm gonna get a job that's making 100,000. Like so at 21, I was like, at 21, I'll be making 100,000. That's it.
Yeah, it's hard to explain because even as a kid, I always saw myself as like a entertainer doing something with entertainment. Where I grew up, all I knew was get a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go to college, get a job, and fucking save money, get a family, and just that's all I knew. So that was the mindset. In my mind, I was like, this is who I want to be, but I didn't know how to get it. We didn't have social media. We didn't have anything really teaching us. So I just saw myself as someone else, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. So I just kind of, I feel like God had a path and just showed me the path, and I took it. And when I got to Florida, and I lived in Tampa, then I saw myself like, all right, cool. I remember I was thinking about being married by 30. I wanted to be a radio personality. I want, make 80,000, 90,000 a year.
So 30 was your age?
Yeah, that was the age because that's all I saw. And then I'll never forget that day when I was working and I was like staring out the window and I was like, this ain't it. Something in my mind clicked and I was just like, I need to get to LA. And I knew, about that relationship. I was like, I need to get out of here. Like, there's no opportunities. Like, I feel like I hit my peak in Tampa. Right. And I was like, all right, like I could wait 10 years to get on radio or, I can go chase something bigger and actually make some money and invest in the stuff I actually believe in, like music and other entertainment, And so that's when I saw myself. I was I was probably like 27, and it's like, oh shit, what am I doing? I'm letting my life go. And I was like, all right, let me go venture out. Like if I get an opportunity to go to LA, I was gonna live on my homie's couch. I was like, man, I gotta get out. At least I want to die saying I tried to make myself something better than what I was, and I did. Like once I got the opportunity randomly, that's when I saw myself in LA. I saw myself in Florida. But that's what I'm trying to say. What age did I tell myself? I'm trying to say I didn't tell myself anything. I just saw myself.
So it could have been. So it could have been 50. It could have been like I'm not. So it could have been like, if by 50 years old I want to be in Tampa.
I didn't know. I knew I was going to be in the South. I didn't know it was going to be Tampa. And I just feel like God.
So I'm saying, but you could. So you were content with being in Peoria for however long until.
No, I wasn't content. I was looking for ways out. I was trying to save money. I was trying to move.
So that's what I'm saying. So what was that age? Like, what was that age? Like by this age,
I never gave myself an age. I said I'm going until I get there. Like that's what I'm trying to say. I wasn't like, okay, no, fuck that, because it's like I'm not gonna say, oh, by 18, I'm supposed to be this person, and then I get the fucking 19, I'm not there. Now I'm like pissed at myself and down on myself and not wanting to do shit. No, I said I'm gonna keep going until I get to where the fuck I need to be. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know how that don't make sense. Like you're saying, telling yourself at 18.
It makes sense, but it don't make sense. So honestly, what I'm hearing is like you never set goals for yourself. Is what I'm hearing.
No, it's not that I didn't set goals.
And then it brings up the question is like, but I hear what you're saying is like, fuck a goal, fuck an age. Like I'm going to get this shit.
Yeah,
which honestly brings up a great question. Like, should a person not set goals for themselves, like milestones? Like by this age, I want to be doing this. By this age, I want to be doing this. By this age, I want to be doing this. Whether or not you get it or not, your motivation in your mind is directed towards making those things happen. Kind of like when they say you write your goals down, you look back a couple years later, you got them all.
Yeah, I mean, writing your goals down.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
But now that I'm hearing what your response, it's like,
I had a lot.
Are you limited by that? Like when you put like, okay, by this age, I want to do this. By this age, I want to do that. Like, are you really putting yourself in a box by doing that?
It's holding yourself accountable, which I get.
Right.
But, and I'm not, this isn't an excuse. I just told you, like my lifestyle when I was younger and the things that I saw and the things that I was taught wasn't about chasing dreams, wasn't about telling yourself to be somebody.
Right.
I had to figure all that shit out on my own.
Me too.
I'm not talking about you and me. Okay. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about myself. I'm saying, so when I figured out, I had to set goals to actually get out of Peoria, to actually get out of Tampa, to actually get, into LA and actually make some money and stand on my own too out here. It's not easy. And this is like, I would sit back and like look at life. I'm like, damn, I'm still out here in LA. And it's like, this was like my goal. And like to have LLCs and all that, those were other goals I had. Right. But I didn't have a certain age.
No age.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like I didn't have an age like, oh, there's an age I gotta be. I just had goals I wanted to hit. So I'm gonna keep going until I reach every single fucking goal.
Right.
Like I remember when I wanted to do a commercial. That was a goal. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know when it was gonna happen. And I ended up getting like a big time commercial, which was dope. Right. But I never said, oh, by this age I'm gonna have my first commercial. I said, yo, I'm gonna get on TV, I'm gonna get a commercial, I'm gonna get paid for this shit.
But why? Okay, so on the other aspect, so why not put an age on it? What was your reasoning for not putting an age on it?
Because like, what's age? Age is a number that we're told.
Yeah, but longevity of life is a real elastic thing. Most people in life only average out 75, 80 years. So why not put milestones on it? So for you, it's like if I reach all my goals at 79 and die at 80, it's like I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish at the year 79. And then I only enjoyed it for 1 year and I'm gone. But you're cool. That's happiness. Yeah, which is fine.
I feel like I'll never, like, I don't know, always going to be pursuing something. I don't ever want to just ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, but you don't want to attain anything during that. No,
I would love to. Generational wealth is a goal. My family, I'm not gonna talk about.
It might even mean like general. Yeah, I'm like, this. Like, I want to be rich and have all. I'm just meaning like little milestones. Like, so the original question was like, as a kid, for me. So I'll answer my own question. For me, as a kid, it was like I told you, like by 25, like I think I'm gonna be 100,000 there. Like I'm gonna have the whip, the house, and all that. Now we're at 35, and I'm just now getting to that point as far as maybe money, but I don't have anything else that I necessarily thought I would have by now. So now it's like when I put an age on it now, for now it's like express. It's like, okay, by 40. Like now my number's by 40. Like by 40, I want to have a house or living in a new place. You don't even necessarily gotta be I own this bitch because we live in LA. So that's not necessarily a goal of mine to like I gotta own this place. But by 40 I want a bigger place. You know? By 40 I want to be in a bigger place, and by 40 like I want to have this much money in the bank and working on this and that. You know what I mean? Like so for me it's like I'm pushing towards that by in the next 5 years. Like this is what I need to know that I'm on track. You know? So but you say that ain't the case for you. You just fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah, because I feel we only got one life to live, and I'm not gonna stress myself out because I didn't hit a certain goal. Like I'm gonna keep working for that goal. So yeah, it'd be nice to, like in my 40s, to be honest, I would love to be an NBA ref. Like that is a goal that I work on and want to do on the side.
But I feel like to me that's never gonna happen if it's just like, oh, whatever. Like if I get there, whatever.
No, because there's steps you have to take to get
but
there.
I feel like
with 5 years,
in the next year, I want to be reffing. So I mean, by this 2 month mark, you already in your mind, you're already thinking like, okay, this is what I need to do. I gave myself a year. So by the 6 month mark, okay, this is what I need to do. I gave myself a year.
And you're right. I'm not saying that you're not right, but I'm saying like, these are like the other goals where I'm like, all right, cool.
So you making a plan B. That's what you about to say. You already making a plan.
Because at 40, I don't know how
I'm gonna do this. Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem.
It's not
planning. You planning
because that's
to
something
fail.
that actually truly it's actually something planning to fail.
You're planning to fail.
I'm not planning to fail.
Why are you making a plan B?
It's not a plan B. It's something I actually love. I love basketball.
No, I know, but you were about to say if this plan reference don't work, you about to say, okay, go ahead. My bad. I didn't let you finish.
I was about to say, what was about to say?
Because it sounded like to me you were about to say.
I was about to say what?
It sounded like to me you were about to say, I don't put timelines on things because I have so many other plans. So if this plan doesn't work, I know I still want to do this and this and that. That's what no,
it's not.
So what are you about to say?
I think all my ideas and plans and things that I'm
doing
are fucking awesome. So I don't think
exactly.
Yeah, I don't.
So you got
nothing seems far fetched in my life. I don't have that mindset where if this doesn't work out, then I'm gonna go to do this.
Okay, so why you not reffing yet?
Because you have to go through a whole system, and I can't live off of. We're not gonna talk about how much the refs pay.
No, we got.
Well, I'm just no. It's no shame, but I'm saying refs don't really make. I'm not gonna.
So why is that your goal then?
I can do it on the side.
You want to be?
No, bro. I'm talking about like a high school ref.
Okay.
Or something. I can't. That's where we have to start out. And I'm sorry, unfortunately, like right now.
But that's my question. So why you ain't doing it on the side? High school games is on the weekend. But it ain't even about you. It's ain't even necessarily about you. I just mean like, why not make goals? Like, why not say in the next year I want to be at least have a side hustle reffing high school games?
That is a goal.
In the next year?
Yeah.
But you said you don't put timelines on things. That's what.
Well, it's going to happen. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm not saying like everybody needs to put goals on it, because I understand what you're saying too on the other aspect of like, I don't need to put goals on this shit. Like I'm gonna get it when I get it.
Reffing isn't on top of the priority list right now. Right now, it's trying to stay in LA and accomplish the other goals and still build a brand, build this podcast, build a lot of other things I'm trying to do right now. So it's like, yeah, this is cool. And it's like having a girlfriend that you can't really devote all your time and energy to.
Sometimes when I ask questions and pull, and like I'm pulling for myself too, so I'm just trying to see what your reasoning is. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what your reasoning is for not setting goals.
What are you talking? I just told you I set goals. I don't put a time
for not setting timelines.
Because I feel like I'm gonna go until I get there.
But life is so short, and there's like you've said certain things to me, like when I get this, I'm gonna do this, this, and that. But if it's like no goal or timeline to get to there, it's like.
I mean, I'm also facing and going against life too at the same time.
We all are.
Exactly.
You told me that.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
You told me that. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if they're like
the obstacles of life.
What's the motivation? Because yeah, we all got the hurdles and the obstacles.
Motivation.
What's the motivation to get there if you don't put a timeline on it?
This image of a happy life that I have in my head.
The vision you see.
The vision I see.
Feel it.
The vision I've seen since I was a kid.
Right.
Like that's what keeps me going.
Right.
Not a goal that I write down on a piece of paper and put in a drawer like everybody else.
But that's the thing. That's real. You know the secret.
I know.
I think you put me on the secret years ago and tell me the secret. Like even
goals.
Just that alone will do a lot. Just that alone will do a lot. Bro.
Right in the mirror.
One time, like when I was in the Yukon, when I first got the Yukon out, I opened the fucking glove box and I had a goal list that I wrote and put in there. And it was like, bro, it was like gave me chills like reading it.
I still
like,
got the $1 million bill.
Living LA by then. I'm like, bro, I'm reading this while I'm in LA right now. You know, that was like the last one. Like,
nigga, I got notepads next to my
but that's what I'm
nightstand.
asking. If you like, I'm not like everyone
I
else.
have goals and
You like,
things
I'm not.
I just don't have a timeline because I'm not gonna. I just feel like how many people really reach those timelines, and if you don't, how many people give up because they don't reach that
That's the
timeline.
thing. That's the thing.
I feel you.
That's the thing. But I feel like
My mental strength is past
I
fucking
feel like it's
goals,
like
you know,
when they
like
say
time
like
limits.
dream for the stars, land on the moon is still pretty high. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? I feel like that's the same thing with putting a goal down. Like dream for this goal. You didn't get that goal, but look at everything else you accomplished trying to get to that goal. You know, I feel like it's the same thing. Well,
Like,
you
I didn't tell
get to
myself.
this in that year, but look at everything you did in that year trying to beat that.
I didn't tell myself I was gonna at 35. I was gonna be living in the middle of Los
Because
Angeles.
that's not what you necessarily wanted.
No, I feel like even Tupac was like, "Yo, come to LA. It's a game." You know what I'm saying? I was gonna come to LA.
Yeah,
sooner or
but you
later.
were cool with not having that.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't happy. I was depressed.
But you were like in
What are you talking
Tampa,
about?
you were
I
not
was
like I'm
depressed.
depressed because I'm not in LA.
Bro, I was like not happy with life. I was not happy.
Yeah, that's different. That's
What are you
different.
talking about? I was like,
But you weren't
I knew I was
you
more
were not
than this.
unhappy because you weren't living in LA. You weren't like, man, I was supposed to be in LA by now.
I was like, bro, you know me. Yeah, no, back to your question. Like, there wasn't an age. I knew I was bigger. I just didn't know how I was going to get there. So I had to figure out things because, you know, I love my mom and everything. You know, she taught me what she knew, but she was just like, save your money, save your money. It's not the right mindset to have if you really want to go up. Your money has to work for you.
Money has to work for you. Yeah.
And like, that's something that I didn't understand.
But that's different. That's just.
But I was trying to say, like, I didn't have a mindset where I was like, oh, by this age, like, I was like, oh, I got my own apartment. I thought that was the coolest shit. I was like, oh, this is it. You feel me? That's what it was. So I had to.
But that's what I was asking. So even that. So just like,
well, what kind of
by
goal?
this age, I want to be living by myself.
I was living by myself at 18.
Was that? But that's why
I was working 3 jobs.
Was that your goal? Like by 18, I want to be out of the house.
Yeah.
Living in this state.
But I had no choice. My mom was gonna move to Louisiana. I was either gonna live with them in Louisiana. Right. She had this boyfriend who I didn't like.
So you're saying sometimes you need to set some goals to make shit happen, or set a timeline.
Sometimes you gotta pull up your pants and go to work. I just been working since such a young age. I knew I was gonna have to get my own place. We can go. I got a lot of goals written down, bro. I definitely do. And I feel you on the timeline. Like I can hold myself more accountable by like putting an age on it, I guess. But a mindset that I've taught myself is that I don't age. Like I don't teach myself to age. Like and think about age. Right? Hey, you're 35. I definitely feel it. I'm not gonna lie. Playing basketball and stuff, I definitely feel it now. I'm not gonna lie. Sure. I feel like this year, I'm like, all right, bro, slow the fuck down.
No, for sure. For me, it's like by the time I get 40, 45, I need to own my own business. Like, straight up, like legal paying business. You know, like I don't care if it's only making 100,000 profit bringing home. Like I need to have my own shit by then. So for me, it's like 45. Like I need to have my own business, fucking building. You know, like, this is mine. You know,
I feel that.
So that's like one of my major goals. I don't even know what it's gonna be.
I feel like now, if you had lived in LA for 5 years and you were 30, you might have a different outlook on LA where you would be at 35.
No,
you think it'd be the same?
I think now reverse, I would have done it differently.
Okay.
I don't think I would have waited around so much.
I feel that.
I don't think I would have waited around, especially at that time where I really like was just coming off of a fresh project that was kind of like buzzing. Like when I look back now, I got a whole story. Like people are like posting and shit. Like I think I would have done it differently, just doing some open mics, not working so much, not thinking so much that these people fucking B-Space was gonna do something, you know. And I just feel like I was so interested by, I should do this, this, and this, and this. And I was like, okay. You know, after not being confident enough, like I was able to make my own name fresh out of my own room in Tampa. Like actually I need to just stick to my method here, you know. And so if I was to redo it, I would have just transferred whatever I was doing in Tampa and brought it out here.
Yeah, I definitely.
Just because we were blessed to have like a situation, you know, an opportunity, a situation to where at least like we could be out here and not have to worry about so much like bill as far as rent, as far as that kind of thing, you know, for the first couple of years. So I would have definitely done it differently.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think I agree like 110% with you. But it's also like I feel like we also learned a lot of like lessons to where like obviously we have things that we want to do that we talk about off camera.
Right.
But even when we get into that bag, I feel like we learned a lot from those lessons that we had to go through ourselves.
No,
you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like as far as that goes, and the whole music and entertainment game, and just understand like the city's full of sharks, which I feel like we both knew this city was full. We both had our own, things where we're like, yeah, but we ain't stupid. Like, come on, bro.
But I feel like after certain shit happened to us, we straightened up.
Yeah, no, I feel like I ain't been the same since, for real. I haven't relaxed. Man.
Like the one nigga, bro, is like the dude that pulled up on us that time. I used to live here. I know that's who got.
Cause your ass left the door unlocked.
No.
Yeah.
What door unlocked?
I know it was you in the room. Cause I was sitting there, and somebody like you had left to go out to Venice because you had just started talking to somebody.
No.
Yes, I'm talking about that.
Where?
It was literally. Remember when I said somebody opened the door, was like, "Yo, is anybody here?" And he was like, "I was like, yeah." I'm like walking out the door. I don't know.
No, I don't remember that time.
I was cussing. I was like, "Why didn't you lock the door?" I was like, "Why didn't you lock the door when you fucking left?" Yeah, I was like,
"My car got hit."
Oh shit, that too.
That was the day that dude pulled out.
But remember, it's the same thing that happened. You had left and didn't lock the door, and somebody opened the door. Was like, "Yo, is anybody here?" And I'm like in my room. I had to put it so he didn't know I had nothing.
Did you come out?
Yeah, I was like, I used to live here.
It was a black dude?
Nah, Hispanic cat.
I ain't talking about that.
Yeah, I was talking about that. I remember that.
I don't know if that was when I was here either.
Yeah, it was because you left
at Los Tilos.
Yes, fuck that house, bro.
It was daylight.
No, it was nighttime. I was laying in bed, in my boxes and shit. I'm like, who the fuck just opened the door and yelling, "Yo"? Man, I'm out there like, "Yo." Hell no, man. We survived some shit.
For sure.
That was crazy. I forgot about that too. I forgot your car got hit too.
Yeah, our car fucking got hit. Fucking weak ass nigga. I know it was him too.
Yeah.
I know it was him.
Man, I forgot about that.
They took my fucking scripts.
Oh, yeah, damn.
My fucking Air Forces. We can have Air Forces. Just bring my fucking iPad back. Niggas would have been on. Dang, I gotta get back on that, man.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit too.
Bro, I had 100 pages, no lie. Like,
yeah,
I had 100 pages, no lie. And I still got 14 backed up, but it's like I had 100.
You got hit twice out here.
Twice? Yeah. Twice.
We like in the same month or two.
Yeah, twice.
Hey. Damn.
Got something lost both times, something valuable both times.
Yeah. Hey. You stay here? Oh man, we should have known right then, man. Yeah, I'm so glad, bro. I didn't even. I
wonder what the neighbors think after we left.
Thank God.
Or probably thank God, but like.
But we probably weren't the worst.
There was one neighbor that I used to always talk to though. You remember? She was like a white older lady used to always walk her dog, but she would stop and talk to me. And she was like, "What do you guys do?" So I wonder, like when we left, like what they thought.
Yeah, but I heard that house was like had bad juju.
Had bad juju.
Yeah, I was so happy, man, to get out of there. I remember after that happened, and y'all came in the room and shit. Every morning I'd wake up at 2:00 in the morning.
2:00 in the morning.
Every morning, bro. Like PTSD. And then when we moved over to Studio City, that was the first time I slept, and I was like, I could relax.
No, for sure.
Little twigs hitting the windows, bro.
Josiah's ass was scared.
Yeah. That nigga was gone. He's like, I'm gone. He was gone 2 days later.
I gotta go now.
Yeah, I was like, playing around. You know me, nigga. I took the room. I'm going down there. I need that room. Shit, I need a closet.
Shit, I'm just scared because Josiah.
Yeah, nigga paranoid.
Out.
Yeah,
he said, we need a meeting.
Yeah, that nigga was gone like a week.
He was gone.
Yeah.
He was gone. Way.
Niggas is out here like, you have to come get me. You ain't get me out this room.
Self-preservation, whatever that means. Do what you gotta do.
Shit, and then my room had that door at it.
Oh yeah.
Then you go down the sideway, you come to that door, that glass door. I was like, bro,
that slick could have died.
Bro, I know. That's what I'm saying. I had to get out of that house.
But you didn't know at that moment.
Yeah.
That moment, you know.
Well, when
I came home, I'm like, bro, your ass could have died, nigga, because what's missing out of my room, like.
Bro, I know. Why do you think I was paranoid?
Yeah, like for real.
I literally woke up every fucking day at 2 thinking because y'all was like, y'all come screaming.
I always think about that nigga would have walked in that bathroom like
because the light
came. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
I would have been dying, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro.
That's crazy, man.
That shit, that was one reason why I was like, I gotta get out of here. I didn't sleep.
No, it's real.
And
then Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke happened, yeah.
A couple weeks
in the same neighborhood area. Yeah, that shit crazy.
I highly doubt it was the same people at that party, bro. I was just thinking about that party, like, I don't know.
I already think.
I just remember one day walking in, like, y'all niggas ain't checked in. All these people in this house ain't checked in. Like, y'all don't do this without me checking in. I think he's probably just a nobody, but still, y'all don't know who was in the house that night.
Right.
Like, who invited you, bro?
Nah, niggas gonna over the fence and shit, bro. Like I said, we learned a lot of lessons out here. Put it that way. But yeah, man, that's a shit. Like, yeah.
I'ma ever show a cold heart lying ass nigga watch him fall. Watch him switch up on they stance. Barely shaking hands on business where I stand. Like I'm the fucking man. I always had the plan. On this road with a fog light. It's a cold world, ducking frostbite. Just know I'm ready for whatever. I've been through the fire, made me better. Too much money and too many